Hey everybody, this is Matt with Surefire. I was going to do a quick video to kind of go over how to add states inside of the tax return this year. There's been a lot of people asking that question, even though states and stuff like that have not been released yet. This is going to be one of those common things that you guys are going to need to know moving into the tax season. Um, the one thing I want to show you is that the way that it is changed, there's going to be no more Surefire Assistant. The reason being is because there was IRS regulations passed last year, which kind of hindered us from even utilizing the Assistant. I know I loved having the Assistant; it made my job a lot easier. But because of the return query system and stuff like that, and everything else that utilized, you guys have to technically have your own individual logins and stuff like that in order to access such information. So, moving forward, in order to do a return query lookup, which is to look it up on the actual e-filing center to see what the e-filing center shows for a particular status of return, also to add your states and everything to your record. This will all have to be done by yourself. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Basically, first I'm going to start off as if you do not know your login information, which a lot of you don't know. You don't know your login information to TaxWise website. So the best thing to do is just start from scratch on how to show you how you would obtain this. So right here, you can see this is the user dashboard once you are logged into our website on SurefireTaxSoftware.com. Once you're on SurefireTaxSoftware.com and you're logged in, you will see your account dashboard. Once you see your account dashboard, you will go up to the top. You'll click on Get Help. You'll go down and click right here where it says Reset. Now, this is a big button. It does 3 different things. But for example, online check printing, if your web browser version is web browser admin reset, and then also it utilizes the reset for the return query, because essentially this is all the same login information. So again, you just log into your account, use your dashboard, go to Get Help, click on where it says Reset. When I click on Reset, I'll get this easy to follow screen that just says Reset Login Access. Now, right now, there's just a blue button. Down the road, it might actually ask you for your EFIN number in order to know exactly which EFIN you want reset, because some of you guys have multiple EFINs. But for right now, if you just see the blue button, or if you ask you for EFIN, enter in your EFIN and hit the blue button. But you'll click on this button to request for reset. Now, once you click on this button for reset, you'll get a message that will show that it's been successfully requested, and that you'll get an email. Please allow up to 30 minutes to receive this. Now, this is done by an automated backend system. You will eventually get the email. It just depends on how many people actually put in a request to have the reset done. So once you get the email, you'll get the email with it being reset, and you'll just use that information. Now, once you do get the email, you'll see something like this. Now, of course, I use a dummy EFIN and information just for testing purpose, or just to show you guys what it will look like. But this essentially is the email that you'll get. It will give you a client ID, a username, and a password. Now, again, just like it says in red below here, this will be the same information you use to do everything on the TaxWise website, from printing checks to looking up a return on the EFC to look at what the e-filing center shows what the status of the return is. You would normally do that again if you need to do maybe a rehang, because in your software it might still say sent to EFC, but then when you look it up, it was actually accepted. Then you can do a rehang with that process, and it will update your software version. Different items that you can do with each one of those. So what you would actually do is you'll use this information right here to go to a website called support.taxwise.com. And once we bring up support.taxwise.com, you'll get this looking page right here. Then now simply you can do one of two things. You can just go to product updates, or you can go to login. Both of them will take us to the login screen. But in this case, since we want to do the download of the updates and things like that, we can just go ahead and click on product updates. That way, after we log in, it will actually just take us directly to that page. So once we have logged in using the information before, it will go ahead and bring you to this screen. Now, one part you did not see is when I did log into the system for the first time, it did ask me to create a brand new password and security question. Make sure that you make note of that information. If you ever forget it, you can simply log back into our website, surefiretaxsoftware.com, like we did previously, do request for reset, and it will reset it and give you a new temporary password. So once we're located and inside the system, we can now take a look at all the available updates that we can manually download. Now, again, we do not recommend that you spend your time going through here and manually downloading your updates. These are normally only emergency cases that for some reason might be an error message or something like that you're getting and you want to try to reapply that update manually, you can do that. But again, in the software itself, now remember in the tax software itself, when you log in, and it doesn't matter what username you're in, admin or whatever, all you have to do is go to communications, get program updates. When you do a get program updates, this will actually check for the comprehensive update, which again updates the actual software. Now, whenever you do communication get module updates, this will do a check for any federal updates and state updates that might not already be applied into your software. So again, it's easier just to do it inside the actual tax software itself than opposed to doing it manually. And again, it's just a good habit to do both of these first thing in the morning time. So for right now, to add states, all I need to do is go up here to say state updates. And then right now I can see that there's no state updates available, but to make sure that I have my states applied, all I need to do is go up here to where it says add a state. And also you can check this box and fill this out. And if you do fill this out and check all the different updates that are possible, you can have the system automatically send you an email whenever an update is available. That way, if you want to, when you get the email that the update's available, you can just go in, you can, the tax software itself, you can just go to, get program updates and get module updates, bring those updates down because you got that notificational email that updates are available. So again, what we want to do is then go to add state, and then you'll go through here, and then there's two different places. This is just for individual states, and then this over here on the right will be for business states. Now, you'll have to do these two options separately. Some people don't do business returns, or they don't really care about certain business states, and some people don't care about individual states, only care about business, and that's why these are separate. So all I would need to do is click on Add States to my package, and I'll go through here and manually select any of the states that I want to add to my package. So for example, I'm in Indiana, so if I want Indiana, I'll just mark Indiana, or let's say I'm doing other states like Massachusetts or Iowa, I'll go ahead and I'll mark those. And then once I do those, I'll just hit Add States. You'll get a pop-up saying, are you sure? Just hit OK. And then you wait for the page, and then once it's done, you'll see that I've added 3 states. I can actually go to my state updates and things like that. Once they're available, I'll show you that in a second, have them listed there. But I also want to add my business states. So I want to go ahead and go to add states in my package. I want to do Indiana, and let's say this time I only do Indiana and Kentucky business. So I'll do add states, hit OK, and now those have been applied. So again, to get to the state updates or anytime, I can go up to download, and then again go up here to state updates, and when the states are available, I'll see them listed right here. Now keep in mind, once you add the state to your account, it can take up to 15 minutes before it shows up, so don't freak out, be calm. What I tell a lot of people is once you add the state to your account, you can simply wait 10 minutes, go inside the tax software, do communications, get module updates, and it will bring it down for you. All right. This is a pretty straightforward process. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us by email or ask us. But this will be the new way that you'll need to get your states, unfortunately, moving forward until we can get some regulatory changes done. I know the other way was a lot easier, but we are hoping that an API system will come out down the road so we can give you guys a better and easier way to do this process. But for right now, this is the way to do that. This is the way you would want to access that type of system. Thank you guys. You have a good day.